Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Fred, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the old den of tools. And here we are, the first week of March, and you know what that means it's time for? It's time to start thinking about OPE, and that is outdoor power equipment. And the bear is here because I got to give you a warning, got to give you some caution here, because there is one type of outdoor power equipment that you want to avoid. 99% of you. I know there's always going to be people who are going to be like, well, that doesn't count for me. And that's nice. You're very special. We're very happy for your little pat on your head and all that. But let's jump into it. Let's talk about specifically what we're talking about here. And you know, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here. But what we're talking about is gas-powered outdoor power equipment. Those gas engines, they're good. We've said for a long time that gas is dead and you need to make the switch over to electric. It's simpler, it's easier, it starts every time, it just runs. I guarantee you, people always tell me, oh, I can get this, I can tune my thing, and I can do this. That's great. You're still not going to beat me throwing a battery in it, pulling the trigger, and going. It's just not going to happen. But that said, the real issue here, and the reason why, if you're looking to buy new outdoor power equipment this year, going gas could be a critical fail for you. And that, of course, is because it's about to get banned. Now, we've talked about this before, and you know we all know about California and everything else, but it's gotten worse. Yes, KDS has gotten involved. Of course, that is Karen's Demand Silence. And they're bringing the ban, the leaf, of course, this is the lever they're using, the leaf blower ban across the U.S. And we got some more and expanding interesting news for you. So this all started pretty much with California last year, just basically going nuclear option on this and banning all small gas engines, or as they call them, SOAR, S-O-R-E engines, across the state in a gradual effective ban. It wasn't like immediate or something, but it is going to change. I mean, think about 1 in 5 Americans live in California. It's going to, by itself, change the industry. But more than that is going on. This has caused a groundswell, giving people traction to enact bans of their own. We're seeing neighborhood bans. We're seeing, if you live in one of those poor little neighborhoods where you've got a, what do you call it, one of those owners associations thing, they're banning it. But cities themselves are banning gas-powered leaf blowers, and not just gas-powered leaf blowers, but all outdoor gas-powered equipment. They're broadening the bans in certain places. We've got Pasadena's banning leaf blowers. We've got Rhode Island is banning leaf blowers. Of course, leaf blowers they're the low-hanging fruit on this because they're obnoxiously loud. Nobody likes them. Of course, then with the pandemic and everything, everyone's working from home. Well, when you work from home, what do you need, right? Over in your neighbor's yard, right outside your window of your office. Of course, an outdoor power equipment, a leaf blower like this running, it just ruins, your web chats, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, the fact of the matter is that they are pushing this as a health issue, both as far as emissions and as, mental health and all that kind of stuff. And chuckle, if you will. But this is becoming a huge, huge groundswell across the U.S. as more and more cities and local authorities are taking it under their own power. Even if the state doesn't do it, they're doing it, and they're banning these leaf blowers. Now, what happens then if you invest in it and say, oh, Lexington battle brewing over the gas-powered leaf blowers in Massachusetts, the town of Lexington. What happens if you invest in your leaf blower and guess what? They ban it, or in some cases they even just restrict it. A lot of places are leaning towards that. They will restrict the hours. Well, guess what? If you're at work during those hours, now you want to work on your yard at home, you're out of luck. Now, this isn't everywhere, okay? Georgia's going the other way with this. They've got a bill that could protect leaf blowers from regulation. And this basically saying this is ridiculous. You're putting people out of business. There's some people who can't work at it. You're costing people money, and I get it. Fact of the matter is, though, if you are about to buy outdoor power equipment and you're going to invest in gas, you really need to consider where you live, what kind of community you're in, and if there is going to be a possibility, if not already existing ordinance that limits or could possibly even ban that power equipment. So before you go and you buy that Craftsman set that's on ridiculous sale, and we've seen these specifically, we've seen these go for sale for pretty cheap for the past couple of years, just blowing them out, especially the blowers there and the trimmers. If you pick one up for $50, but then you can't use it, that's $50 down the drain, okay? So I'm just wanting to help you avoid that, and if at all possible, we're going to be talking about electric-powered, outdoor power equipment coming up in the next couple weeks. It's going to be a big push here, of course, with spring around the corner. That's what everyone's going to be talking about. So keep that in mind. Now, if you think, hey, this ordinance couldn't possibly affect my pocketbook, I'm safe. There's no way they could get me with this. I got bad news for you. I was talking to my local steel rep, who has a shop here just outside of Vegas, and he just told me, I'm sitting there talking to him how business and yada yada yada, and then he drops a bombshell on me, telling me that CCSD, that he said, I've been selling. I said, well, how's your battery? How's Steel's battery lineup? He's like, I've been selling. I can't keep it in stock, and I'm like, why? He goes, CCSD has implemented a ban across all of their campuses on future gas powered purchases. All future purchases are supposed to be electric. And looking into this, I found other school districts that are doing the same thing. School districts are switching over to electric. Of course, it's for the children, for the environment, and all that. But guess what? That's your tax dollars now going to buy all new lines of power equipment and junking the perfectly working gas-powered ones that they have already running. And if you think that wasn't bad enough, guess what? They're going after buses too. Yep. Well, get out of there, Putin. God, the Christian Science Monitor here reports that Los Angeles to Miami school districts throughout the U.S. are joining a small but growing movement to switch from diesel to electric buses. Motivations run from cheaper operation costs to wanting the kids to breathe cleaner air. Well, there you go. Your tax dollars at work. And if you think they're going to stop with outdoor power equipment, no, they're coming after your gas stoves as well. So I hope you like cooking with electricity, because that's the way it's going to go. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, as it were, but just trying to let you know what's going on out there. Anyway, again, as I said, I'm not going to tell you not to buy outdoor gas powered equipment, but I am going to tell you, be safe, be savvy, know what's going on in your community, because I don't want you to invest, a lot of money into some power equipment that you might not be able to use. Anyway, that's all the Bear has for you. Be sure to like and subscribe, because as I said, if you want to find out about more outdoor power equipment this spring, getting ready to get the house ready, the yard ready, all that kind of stuff, we're going to be covering all of that. So anyway, till next time, you all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.